This is Boomer Life on CL 650.
This is a house that Jack built, y'all. Remember this house.
And we're back. This is Boomer Life on CL 650. Joining us in the studio today from the BC Seniors Living Association, our Executive Director, Marlene Williams, along with Lydia Miller, an assessor, Tom Bayliss, and also an assessor, and Michelle Cunnington joins us today, who's the General Manager of Cavell Gardens. Now, we were talking earlier on this program about the standards set by the BC Seniors Living Association seal of approval, how it works and how it can benefit you when you go looking for a place to retire. And it seems like it's a huge task for properties to participate in this process. And Tom, we were talking about your job as an assessor, and you talked about the lengthy process, but you had a very good point that you didn't get to mention last break.
Yeah, thank you. Folk often ask me when I get on site, so Tom, how many sites have failed? And I say none, because we don't fail sites. We work with them, and it's become a mentoring sort of program where we identify shortcomings and then we work with the site until maybe over weeks, a few weeks or a few months, to make sure that they have met all the standards and we can award them the seal of approval. So we do not fail people. We make sure that the industry, the individual members are all operating at the highest standard.
Excellent. And Marlene, you did mention that earlier, that there is no pass or fail. And I really like the idea that you work collectively to bring everybody on board. So, Michelle Cunnington, now we're going to talk about Cavell Gardens. It's a lovely little property in Vancouver.
Absolutely.
Centrally located, just off Main.
That's right. One block east of Main on 12th and Sophia.
Okay.
So very centrally situated.
And how many residents do you have?
128 suites, so we could take up to about 140 residents if we have a lot of husband and wife teams. But at the moment, I think we are full, and we've got 129 residents at this time.
So now you've just gone through the process of the
Indeed,
seal
in
of approval.
February.
Tell us about your experience.
Well, it was a good experience. What can I say? I mean, I think foremost is, to get the word out there to my peers is don't be scared. I know it's very daunting knowing that someone's going to be coming in and putting your business under the microscope, so to speak, but it's all for the greater good. And Tom makes it just so pleasant, and Marlene and her team. Marlene works alongside Brenda Asprey, who's very supportive in getting, all the paperwork to you, and also just, egging you on. You can do this, you can do this. So once you open that assessment tool, and you get the courage to do that, it actually all falls into place, and it's a wonderful feeling when you're reading through and you think, oh my God, I've got that. That's fine. Okay, so I need to tweak this. It's not daunting at all, and actually, inspection day was such fun. All of my team enjoyed it.
Oh my gosh, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
Well, you were saying that you've been in this position for, 6 or 7 years?
7 years with Cavell Gardens.
And you're just doing the seal of approval now. So
absolutely.
Were you a little bit intimidated to do it?
I think the whole process for me, from first talking to Brenda and Marlene about it, remember we haven't actually been members of the BCSLA for the full time. I think 2 years now. So it just took a little bit of persuasion, but once we were up and running, it was not an issue at all.
So the staff embraced it, the residents embraced
They
it?
did, absolutely. The staff were great. I mean, it gave us the opportunity to get together on a regular basis over coffee, and the department heads. I mean, no one knows the department better than the department heads, so they were a great asset to me, and we'd get together and we'd sort of thrash out, what needed to be changed, policies and different systems and that. So they were a great support, and we just worked as a team. It was wonderful.
Is there anything other than that, collectively working as a team? Is there something that really struck a chord about what you've learned from that process, or a more efficient building?
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, we had deficits. There was no doubt. I mean, we've been in existence for 13 years, and complacency does sort of come into play. Especially when you're running a business, and every day is goes through smoothly. Some things get pushed under to the side, and this was the perfect opportunity for us to look at the full picture and say, okay, let's get back on track. And now that everything is in place, the important thing is anyone thinking of doing the seal is just maintain those standards, so that in 2 years' time, when Tom or Lydia comes back, you're ready. You're a hop, skip, and a jump, ahead of it. And well, that's what I'm hoping. So.
Yeah.
God help me if that's not the case in 2017. Yeah, and of course, at the end of it, you get this marvelous seal of approval for your lobby,
Senior Living Standard Seal of Approval Award, BC, BC Seniors Living Association. And what do you get to fill in the little boxes?
The year.
The years?
So she would have got one for 2015 and 2016.
Okay.
So her seal is valid for 2 years.
Excellent.
That's right.
You'll proudly post that in the
and
lobby.
it is, and it's wonderful when people come in for a tour. I mean, it's a wonderful go-to. You know, what is this about? Why do we have it? And it gives them that assurance that we're walking the walk, not just talking the talk when it comes to marketing our business and providing services to the community.
Sure, and the residents would be proud of that too.
Absolutely, and they loved the process too. The only complaint, by the way, Tom, for the day is they didn't get to spend enough time with you.
Oh,
Charming, charismatic, all came in. Those were words that were thrown at me. So next time, give them more time.
Okay.
it was probably from the female residents.
Absolutely.
So Marlene, just quickly here, can we, if I'm out looking for a place, a seniors retirement community, either for myself or a family member, well, how is that seal of approval really going to benefit me?
Well, one of the biggest things I think that the families go through is they need to, number one, first of all, not feel bad about suggesting their mom and dad go into a retirement community, and then two, is it going to be a place that they're going to be safe and secure and happy? Are they going to think it's their home? And so doing the seal of approval just sort of lends itself to say, we care about your mom and dad living in our building, and therefore we want to operate at the highest quality of standards so you feel safe having them with us. So it's a very important aspect of choosing a place. It's not we have some members that don't have the seal of approval, and I'm not trying to say that they do not run as high standards as the seal of approval. We just haven't quite assessed them yet. But it's a very good process, and we think it's a great peace of mind for the families to know that their loved ones are in a building that is run at the highest standard, and that building has the motivation and the drive to say we're the best and we're going to prove it.
Sorry, one little addition here is when Tom and I go out and we meet with the operators and we meet with, the staff, we bring back feedback to the association as well on maybe some nuances, maybe some changes, maybe something has to be tweaked, so we're always trying to help improve and move the industry forward together.
Excellent. Well, you've got a great team here. So if anybody has any questions, they can always call BC
Yes.
Seniors Living Association. No bad questions either, right?
The seal of approval short version is on the website. If you go to the main page, which is www.bcsla.ca, you click on the round seal of approval. You click on it, it takes you into the actual tool, and you can clearly see all of the areas that are inspected when we go into the community.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the discussion today. It's nice having all of you join the program.
It's been a
Pleasure.
pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
think we've actually helped paint an accurate picture of how you're helping senior members of this community. So thank you once again for coming and speaking with us. This has been Boomer Life. This is Boomer Life on CL 650. Joining us in the studio from the BC Seniors Living Association, our Executive Director, Marlene Williams, along with Assessor Lydia Miller, Assessor Tom Bayliss, and General Manager from Cavell Gardens in Vancouver, Michelle Cunnington. As Marlene had mentioned earlier, more information is available on the website, bcsla.ca. I'm Joanne Sutton. That's our program for today. This is Boomer Life on CL 650.